Welcome everyone back to Fallout 4, and this is the settlement build for Sanctuary. And well, this is actually the last settlement that I did. Funny enough, this is the first settlement we find, and it's the last one I'm actually doing after the whole list of settlements. I thought we'll start this off with a little bit of let's say darkness, or at night, because this place actually looks kind of cool. You can see all the fireplaces I've got set up spread through the place. You can see it looks kind of cool at night. But anyway, we're gonna have to change the daytime, otherwise we're not going to be able to see anything. So I'm gonna just quickly adjust the timing here. It's a little bit better. Let's do the weather as well, just for the purpose that you guys can see a bit better. Oh, that's bright. Well, Sanctuary. Everybody knows Sanctuary. It's the first settlement you find when you come from the vault. You can see there, the vault's up on that hill over there. So then you come down to Sanctuary, you're home from 200 years back. Well, not much to say in this area. We've got the bridge that's all broken down. Then we've got our little water supply over there. Now, I didn't do too much. I cleaned up most of the place. Now we've got a little front gate area which people use. And we got spawn locations. We've got 3 enemy spawn locations on this settlement. The first one is right here by the entrance. Right down here, you can see it. Here's the first one, right over here. Funny enough, this one is actually for some reason in the air, so I'm assuming that must be bugs or something. And you do get a lot of bugs that spawn around here, mosquitoes and boat flies and things. So they are a nuisance. So we've got some defenses and everything. A little security checkpoint here, and our Minutemen artillery. And I've got all my companions in this settlement. They're all here. Now at this point, we still have the railroad, we still got the institute, which we're going to do our next episode. And we're still friends with the Brotherhood, so things are on equal terms. Now, you get a lot of stuff in these houses you can scrap and use, but I got rid of most of the stuff. But I didn't do much inside the houses yet. So you can see it's pretty much empty. We've got places to sit and sleeping bags. That's it. That's all I got inside the houses. I didn't do much in there. So I try to keep everything basic, simple. You see, same thing here. That's all that's in there. Put a couple of these little fireplace things. These barrels along here. Some decorations along the road. And here we have our second enemy spawn point, which is right down by these trees here. Now this is where you get most of your spawning. When you get hit, the first place they spawn is here, and then the other one, which is the other side, I'm going to show you guys in a second. So you gotta always have defenses up on this location. But here you get anything from super mutants, you get raiders, you get gunners, you get all the bugs, all the creatures, who else? Everything, even death claws at some stages. So anything and everything has, I've seen spawn here. Let's open up our little workshop. Okay, well, I set up the 40 beds. I got food, I got water, everything is there. We got plenty of people. So all the houses are basically the same. I cleared everything out. I was planning on fixing like roofs and things, but I'm leaving it for another time. And something I did do is set up this little shopping area over here. This is all the level 4 merchants. We've got all of them here. So there we got Ron Staples for the bar. We've got Doc Anderson, obviously for the clinic. Now these are all random encounters that you get around the world. I actually got, who was it now? Doc Anderson and Ron, I think, were the first ones. You get the Voltec rep, which you obviously meet from 200 years back. You meet him in Good Neighbor. We got Riley here, also a trader. You meet her at that cannery place, the guy that sells the infected foods and stuff. But a lot of these guys got bugs. I know I had a bug with this guy, the scribe. He's from the Brotherhood. And Smiling Larry as well. The two of them I got bugs with. Even when I met them, when I sent them here, they didn't pitch up. So I had to use commands to, get them here properly. So Smiling Larry does the weapons. He does the armor. And then we got Anne Hargraves. She's from that Rex mission when you rescue Rex from the super mutants. When you go to that radio station, then you can recruit her to come do your clothing. And then they all give you special stuff, and they got more caps and things like that. So they work out very well. So they got their own special little shopping area over here. We make our way down. Okay, now this is what I call the workshop house. So most of the people who come here, they're trying to fix this place up. It's got all the workbenches and things like that. This is usually the house that most people start off with. You can see everybody's busy knocking or banging something. And Preston, our Minuteman friend. There's Dance. So we got half the people here are companions, and then the rest is all normal settlers. Hey, Codsworth, how are you doing? And this is our house, our original house, which I didn't change anything inside here. I left everything as is, just cleaned it up a little bit. You can see everything's exactly the same like when we started the game, basically. Except that the magazines are gone and everything is broken down. Yeah, that's where you still made your character when you started off. Cleaned all the garbage out here. Here's Sean's crib. And that's where you find that special book as well. A lot of people forget about that when they start this. You can get the book lying over here. Here's Codsworth's box. Hard to believe it's still in one piece. Okay. Brings back memories. So every house has usually got like couches and beds. I spread it out through the whole settlement, so it forces these guys to walk to every single house. So everyone's got sleeping bags, places to sit, workstations, all of that. So hopefully with the next playthrough or build, I'm going to be upgrading all these houses. And here we have our next spawn locations. Right on the edge of the settlement over there. And for those who didn't know, if you go behind this area, you got a bunker at the back here. And which you can get a couple of things. And you can use it as a player home, like if you need to. And you got something on top of this roof. For those who don't know, a little spoiler there. Okay, we make our way around, and these locations, there are two houses that you can scrap, which obviously you can't do anything with it. So I'll try to leave as much of the initial settlement intact. For some of the things like the hedges I can scrap, or these fences I can get rid of. But I thought I'll leave it because that adds a nice little vibe to this area. Looks like a nice outside eating area. So we got another little bar person here. People can sit and relax over here. And then the same this side. So yes, all the settlers come here to chill. So I know this is supposed to be raider decorations, but it adds a nice little, what's the word I'm looking for? Gazebo shade type of thing, you know, over these areas. So people can sit and chill over here. And we make our way down here. I didn't do much on this side. Cleaned up some of the garbage and things like that. We've got a little sitting area out over here. You can see I left the fence. Little playground thing. That stayed. We got dog meat. Yeah, dog meat. He's enjoying himself over there. Funny, this Brahmin sitting so... You're busy regurgitating food. That's just weird. Okay, okay, this is just our little water supply, and obviously the beacon and thing is connected in here. We make our way back this way. Okay, same thing here. Nothing going on inside the house except for places to sleep. One thing to be careful of is not to scrap this tree, because you can't get it back again. This is one of the coolest trees in the game. And yeah, I just decided to add a couple of more shops. So here we got all the normal settlers and a couple of shops here. There is one, or technically two. There is two other level 4 merchants in the game, except for these guys that I've got here. And that is, what's his name? Tina from Vault 81. Now, I actually had Tina, and she said she was going to come to the settlement. I don't know whether she went back to Vault 81 or not. So when I couldn't find her, I moved her to this settlement. But even with moving and commands and everything, she doesn't talk to me. She hasn't replied to anything. You can't command her, nothing. So she's completely bugged out. I don't know why. The other one I mentioned in the castle build was, what's her name now? Ronnie Shaw. That Minuteman lady. She can sell you a couple of weapons and things like that. Here's Nick. Long time no see, Nick. Yeah, I think that's about everything, you know. Obviously there's a lot you can do. There's a very big settlement you can build in. I've got crops and things spread out all over the place. So we've got plenty of food for people to work with. There's a few things you can... Who's this? This is Deacon. I was wondering like what Minutemen is standing here. But you got a lot of stuff you can scrap, you can explore, you can build boundaries, you can try and fix up these houses and things, but it's a little bit of a nuisance without mods and things like that. There are some glitches and stuff you can do. Yeah, that's about it. There you can see some of the roof I did fix up slightly. But I thought I'll leave the rest for next time. What else is there? I think that's about it. There's nothing much else that I can do yet at the moment. Now I am planning on, once this playthrough is done, to do a, I don't know how to explain this, like a build playthrough basically. So I'm gonna, there's new mods and things I want to try out, and I want to make my own little mod collection, which hopefully I can put up on Nexus as well. But I'll let you guys know about the first episode when that's going to be. But that is everything for Sanctuary, where everything started. And I just realized something. The one thing that I've never actually collected again is that cryo weapon. I think it's still inside the vault. A lot of people forget about that weapon because they leave the vault and never go back again. I think it's still inside there. But anyway, guys, that is my current settlement build for Sanctuary. So I'll be seeing you guys again in our next one. Cheers.